Hello everybody, happy Tuesday, hope you're doing very well, and like the football player who's only just lost another game, we go again, 501, another 500 shirts needed to get to the 1,000, and this week I thought I'd start off with a very colourful and vibrant week. Both the shirts I'm going to show you really take advantage of using many different colours, and I suppose I'll let you decide at the end of the week once you've seen both of them as to which is the best. I think possibly the one on Friday I've saved for the best, partly because it comes with a feature that I hadn't quite anticipated, but they're both going to be very cool. And not only that, we have two brand new manufacturers to the sort of foray, which is good because I'm quite close to 100 individual separate manufacturers, which is good for the museum aspect, I suppose. So it is in this parcel here. They have both come from the same retailer, so it makes it easier for me to open them. And yes, I'm very excited to show you them. It's possible you may have seen them because the price were actually very good for what you're going to get. So yeah, this is very exciting. Here we go, I'm ready to show you this one here. So we'll slide that one away. Right then, so you can probably guess there's a little bit of colour on the shirt already seen there. So how do I get this open? Is there an easy way to do it? Not really, just thought that was going to just peel off nicely, but maybe not. Ta-da. I can feel some tissue paper in here. There we go. So, let's start with the rear of the shirt. Oh, the tag is a bit weird. It's got one of those drawing pins in. There we go. What can you see? Well, you can possibly see many different colours. So this colour palette uses, I don't know, blues, purples, pinks, greens, various shades of the aforementioned there, and it looks pretty cool. It's definitely got a lot going on. You have this almost like brush stroke styling going across the back. You have some sponsors on the back of the neck. You have some sponsors on the bottom there. If you guess who this is without knowing who it is, then obviously that will be very impressive. But I don't know if there's going to be anything that's going to give it away too much necessarily. So there is the front. So you've got this continuation of this design, which off the top of my head, I don't really necessarily think means anything. I think it's just an abstract one. You have on the cuffs, we have this navy and this light blue Runeo crown, which also is on the collar there, and then we have some more sponsors, and then, well, we have the crest, and then, which is interesting, it kind of feels a little bit, I don't know, well, it's bound to be cost effective when you know where this is from, and also, I think possibly we have the manufacturer. I'll get onto that part soon, and not only that, we have some ventilation holes, which if I put my hands through, you can see that they're down the sides. So there's definitely some thought put into it when it comes to the manufacturing of the shirt. And on the inside, we have the size medium. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We've got the tags, which has the club on there, and also a QR code. So let me dress the mannequin, and I'll explain to you a little bit about the club, because you probably may not be too familiar with it, and then anything else about the shirts that I could find. Okay then, so there is a shirt. It's a lovely shirt. The team, if you've not gathered yet, is Simba SC, Simba Sport Club, and this is their third shirt from 2022-2023, so last season's shirt. I grabbed this one from Vintage Football Shirts. I don't buy too often from there, but I thought I'll grab one of these every now and then, because the prices are pretty decent. This one was £23.75. They only ever seem to offer a 5% discount, but I suppose that's better than nothing. Now, Vintage Football Shirts will have this one down as the away shirt. It is not the away shirt, it is the third shirt. Classic Football Shirts also have this one for sale, and they also have it down as the away shirt. They also have another shirt down as the away shirt. When you look at the official marketing from the club, you can see that it definitely is the third shirt, so a bit of lazy research from those retailers there. So I suppose if you've got two places where you can buy it from, I think all sizes are generally available, and I think Classic Football Shirts is a little bit cheaper, but you know, whatever, if you're buying from one and you just want to top up an order, just obviously that's fine. There's not much difference between them. So this club was founded in 1936. I think they've had a few names. I think at one point they were just simply called Sunderland, which is an interesting one there. And when it comes to Swahili, Simba simply means lion, which is what you've got in the crest. Now, where do they hail from? Well, they come from the administrative district of Kariakou, which is in Tanzania. Yes, we're going back into Tanzania, of course, which is in Africa. Now, I only have another team from Tanzania, which is this one here, which are young Africans. So we've got very, very bright and bold colours going on. Now, when it comes to the football, they currently play in the Premier League, and this season they find themselves in 3rd place, which is pretty decent. Though only quite a few points behind young Africans here. Last season, this team finished in 2nd, behind young Africans here. Now, historically, they have 22 titles to their name. Young Africans have 24 titles to their name, and these are the 2 dominant teams in the country. It's definitely a 2-horse race most of the time, and as you can imagine, they have a long-standing rivalry. So it's pretty great that I can have both of them together now. Very, very, very cool. When it comes to the manufacturer, so this one was an interesting one because you see VS there. You maybe just think it says VS Sportwear. It probably does, to be honest, but I think the actual manufacturer is a company called Vunjabe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, probably not. It seems like they're sort of like a conglomerate sort of styling, a group of companies, and they also seem to do clothing, apparel. It's not just sportswear, it's just stuff in general, and I presume that's what the V would stand for, and I guess the S, you could say it's sportswear. I was scrolling through their Instagram feed, and they've got this, and they also had these for sale as well, so I wasn't quite sure what's going on there, but that's where we're at. In addition to that, they also have Gucci t-shirts and Louis Vuitton trainers for £10, so check them guys out. So that's interesting. As for the shirts, I mean, there's not really much else I can tell you apart from what I showed you right at the beginning. It's just a very, very bright one. It's cool. I like the colours. It's one of those ones where, you know, if someone goes, oh, show me something bold and brash, I can just grab one of these. African shirts. I love it when they use the colours. It's really, really smart. So I have, as I said, 2 teams from Tanzania. I suppose that's probably enough, but if any more appear, that would be pretty cool. I think, in fact, Vintage Football Shirts, at least them, had the Tanzanian national team shirts as well. So I presume with the African Cup of Nations, in fact, I'm filming this the evening of the final of the African Cup of Nations. So it's a good time to be getting some African clubs to my collection. So that's it. I think I've seen some people grab this because the price is pretty decent and it's quite obscure and unique. Definitely if you turned up to your 5-a-side wearing this, you definitely turn some heads. So that's it. That is one of the colourful shirts. I'm going to show you the next one on Friday. And yes, I think, well, I'll let you decide which you think is the best. Hope you have a great week ahead. And I'll see you on Friday. Goodbye.